Today marks exactly 3 months since the night of my injury.
On that one. Maybe a little bit more on that one.
Physically, the recovery has been going really well, but mentally, this process changed me in ways I didn't expect. Some days are good, some days are really hard. The first few weeks after the injury felt like survival mode. Everything changed overnight. Learning to walk again, surgery, appointments, pain. There was a lot of uncertainty. During the period where I was mostly immobilized, time felt strange too. Minutes felt like hours, days felt like weeks. A lot of time was spent just me right there sitting in my thoughts. At the same time, the speed of recovery honestly felt almost miraculous. A lot of people who went through the same injuries or similar injuries told me they couldn't believe how fast I was progressing. Even doctors, teammates, and friends kept mentioning how quickly things were moving. And I truly believe God had His hand over the entire process. But strangely enough, no matter how fast the recovery was progressing, I still felt like it wasn't going fast enough. Right now, physically, the biggest goals are to get full mobility in my ankles and overall strength in my leg. At the time, I thought recovery was mostly going to be physical. I just wanted to heal fast enough to get back to normal life and training. This was also my first serious injury. I always knew serious injuries were part of the game, but I never really understood how deeply an injury can affect a person mentally, or how much it can change the way you think. About a week into recovery, I realized I was starting to get stuck in a really dark mental space. There were days I felt angry. Angry about the injury. Angry about everything I had been preparing for. I sacrificed a lot preparing for World Masters. And after the injury, part of me became bitter toward the person who injured me. I kept replaying the moment in my head. At the same time, confidence started changing too. And deep down, I knew staying there was only going to slow down my healing even more. Physically, I was improving, but mentally, fear started showing up in ways I didn't expect. Even asking training partners to go light sometimes made me feel embarrassed, like I was asking for too much. But if I don't protect myself now, I risk setting my recovery back. Even watching takedowns still makes my heart race. Part of me still feels stuck in the injury mentally. Over time, my perspective started changing. A huge part of that came through my faith in Jesus Christ. I truly believe God protected me physically and mentally through this process. Not just through how quickly my body recovered, but through keeping my mind steady during the harder days. Prayer helped me a lot during moments where bitterness and fear started taking over my mind. I also had people around me who helped guide me mentally through all this. Professor Nathan checked on me from the night of the accident and continued supporting me throughout the recovery. Not just as a coach, but as a friend. As an athlete himself, he understood a lot of the emotional weight I was carrying. Another person who helped me a lot was Kyle Sleeman. He went through a very similar type of injury after mine. Hearing that someone at his level found encouragement through my recovery also gave me strength. At the same time, he helped me let go of a lot of bitterness in my heart. He explained to me what it feels like to accidentally injure someone and the guilt that comes with it. That perspective changed a lot for me. Eventually, I started realizing injuries are part of this sport, and holding on to anger was only hurting me mentally. Forgiveness brought me a lot of peace. Now that I'm returning to normal life, a different kind of pressure has started showing up. Balancing work, family, appointments, recovery, and trying to train again has started feeling like a circus act. Some days it really takes a toll. I'm still on modified duties at work, and mentally it's difficult watching my coworkers get crushed by long hours and non-stop pressure while I'm still adjusting. I'm also not fully confident yet with a lot of the admin side of things. And in the back of my mind, there's always the fear of what happens if I get seriously injured again. Being a dad and a sole provider changes the way you look at risks. Some goals that felt realistic before are starting to feel farther away. One thing this experience made me realize is how much people around me carried me through this season. My wife carried an incredible amount of weight through all of this, driving me to appointments, helping with medications, helping me move, our family, and everything else life throws at us. I know this recovery exhausted her too. My parents also stepped up in a huge way. They offered me their bedroom so that I wouldn't have to climb 2 flights of stairs to get up to my 3rd floor apartment. That kind of love and support changes you. I'm deeply grateful for all of it. 3 months feels both really long and somehow not long at all. Some days are still hard, but I also know I'm no longer carrying the same bitterness and fear I had in the beginning. I truly believe God used this season to teach me patience, gratitude, forgiveness, perspective, and trust. I still have a long way to go physically, mentally, professionally, and spiritually. But right now, I'm just trying to keep moving forward one day at a time. And for now, that's enough.